Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I am Kat and I make a lot of videos related to luxury, lifestyle and fashion. So if you enjoy such videos, remember to subscribe for more. There's a lot of people that I know or friends that I know that come to me and they ask me, how do I go about choosing my very first designer luxury bag? Today I'm going to be sharing with you 7 tips on how to choose your first designer handbag. I wish that somehow someone could just sit down and talk to me about all these tips before I actually started my luxury handbag journey. The very first tip would be your lifestyle. So let's say if you're someone who goes to the office quite a bit and you're someone who just want to buy a bag just to use the office, or then transition to going to shopping, or consider a bag that's more of a workhorse, consider a bag that you can actually just wear it out and it's a fuss-free bag. Let's say if you're a working mom and you need to carry all your mom essentials in a bag, and probably you have to run to the gym somewhere and after work and you need to slot in your sports gear, then you definitely need like a bigger bag. So I would suggest sit down and really assess your personal situation and your lifestyle to see where you're at. The second tip would be your budget. How much budget are you willing to set aside for your first luxury bag? There are luxury bags that cost more than $1,000 to $10,000 or above $10,000, right? So you definitely need to set aside a budget. If let's say your sweet spot is between 3 to 4K, so then really make a conscious decision to look at bags within the 3 to 4K mark as well. So there are certain places that I go to really compare and benchmark some of these prices. I would be looking at Instagram platforms and resellers where they sell luxury bags, and I would just be browsing through some of the prices that's listed on the website, listed on their platform. So these are the resale market, right? Just gives you an example of how much you feel that you would spend on your bag. The third element would be what brand you are looking at. So there are so many brands, right? There's LV, Chanel, Miu Miu, Goyard, Hermes even. I really encourage you, go on Instagram, look at all the resellers, look at how much the prices are, and you can gauge as well. Personally, I like to shop from 3 brands. The first brand would be Hermes, the second brand would be Chanel, and the third brand would be Louis Vuitton. So these are the 3 brands I typically would spend my money on, and I can definitely, if let's say if you want to see a video about me talking about these 3 brands and sharing some of the pieces within my bag collection, I'm happy to do so as well to give any bag reviews. The fourth tip would be what occasion you would be using this bag for. I talked about whether you should use it as a gym bag, whether you would bring it out as a office bag, or probably a bag to run errands with. Fifth tip would be, are you thinking about a neutral color bag or a colored bag? So neutrals to me would be either a black, a white, a cream colored bag versus colored bags like purple, green, yellow, blue, neon. Personally, I would go for a classic colored neutral piece like a black, white, neutral gray even, because those kind of colors cannot go wrong. Talking about colors, I would also think about what material that I would get my first luxury bag, be it a fabric bag, a leather bag, a sequin bag, a suede bag. So personally, I would go for leather bags, and if it's like a Chanel bag, I would go for a caviar piece versus a lambskin. I would also still consider a calf skin, because that kind of skin material actually lasts pretty long, surprisingly, for calf skins. The sixth tip would be, would you be personally going for a trend bag versus a classic piece? How do you decipher between a trend bag versus a classic piece? If you see a bag design that has last the test of time, for example, your Lady Dior, right? I mean, that look and that vibe has been going on for decades, for example. Or let's say if it's an LV, then the LV monogram itself, like the canvas, the look of it, such as the Speedy, such as the Neverfull, it is such a classic piece, and that kind of classic pieces can never go wrong. Let's say if it's an Hermes piece, then definitely the Hermes Birkin or the Hermes Kelly is a very, very good option for a classic bag, for example. The seventh tip would be consider also the resale value of the bag. So personally, I would look at a bag and I would think, okay, am I really going to keep this bag forever? Is this a holy grail bag? Or do you think, or maybe this bag is just gonna last for the next 2 to 3 years and I'm just gonna be happy, carrying this bag just because I like it, and I might consider selling it as well, right? So definitely think about the resale value of it. Let's say if you're someone who doesn't care about the resale value and you just want to buy this bag just because, right? Then of course, so be it. But personally for me, I am someone who actually considers the resale value as well, because my preferences and taste changes over time like nobody's business, right? So I would keep the full set for every bag purchases. So for example, let's say if I'm buying, if I just bought a bag, like an LV bag, right? I would be keeping the full set. So I'll be keeping a box that comes with it, the receipts, the dust bag that comes with it, because I never know when I'll actually change my mind and when I'll ever get bored of using this particular bag style, and then I would consider selling it. So definitely this would be something that I would consider. So that's it, guys. These are my 7 tips that I would consider. I definitely want to know what would be your very first luxury bag that you're considering to get, or what would be your next luxury bag that you're considering to get, and what are the factors that you're thinking of that you would probably think through or run through your mind whenever you're getting your next bag. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!